Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Firstly, before we get started, thanks for all the support recently on the channel, especially my TT120 video, even though some people got upset with the swearing. But I think now's the time. We got to get the ground rules down. Don't be embarrassed to build a model railway, no matter what age you are, what your background is, what your budget is. Come on, I've got some great reasons why we should do this. Let's build a model railway.
Why is anyone listening to this prick at this point?
So there's a lot of people that don't want to build a model railway, or embarrassed by it, or don't want their friends to know. And to start this video off, the first thing I did was let my friends know, family know, that I have a YouTube channel and I make train content. Many were shocked, but I thought, let's not be a hypocrite. If I'm going to be a hypocrite and tell everybody, hey, don't be afraid to go out there and get a model railway built, then I should tell everybody that I do it. So that's done. A couple of my friends thought I was insane, didn't understand it, but at the end of the day, they spend more on the pub than anything else. So Christmas is coming. At the moment, there are some really good deals on starter sets and train sets and things to definitely get you involved in the hobby. And one of the most wonderful things that I've realised over the last 4 years of doing it, although the cost is spiralling and it's getting worse and worse, at the end of the day, you do have something to show for it. So you do have something you can feel and touch, and you can watch it do its thing. It can just go around, even if it's just in a circle or back and forth. It's on a shelf or it's under the bed because you're scared that anybody will see it. Or you've got a tiny apartment and, and you've got maybe a diorama or, anything. You have something to show for it. We live in an age where everything is downloadable content. The problem with downloadable content, whether you're playing on your Xbox or movies or whatever, is never actually yours. And a perfect example of video games for the younger people watching is, once that console then, a couple of years' time, the services are shut down. The live services are shut down. So you longer play the online part, which is what most companies concentrate on. That's why I'm using video games as a perfect example, whereas everything that I had from 4 or 5 years ago, train related, model railway related, I still have now. It still works. I don't need to pay a subscription service for it to work, as long as I pay the electric bill, which, let's be honest, it's expensive here right now. But as long as you pay, your electric bill, it's good to go. Service your locos, they'll last a long time in most cases. And that's what's so good about it. Like, I've got my layout, it's a first radius one, and as many people will know, and it's in the front room. And I have my locos running around while I'm training weights. That's what I do. I'm doing my kettlebells and weights and all that meathead stuff. And I've just got the trains going around in the background. And, it's great. And then I know a lot of people, it doesn't really matter. If you're not into scenics and you just want a piece of wood with some track nailed to it going around in a circle, great. If you just want to go back and forth on a shelf, great. If you just want Christmas stuff to go around the Christmas tree and you just want Christmas wagons, great. And while I give it a lot of crap, if you want to collect Coca-Cola train stuff, collect it. It doesn't matter. You want to run it on the carpet? Run it on the carpet. Really doesn't matter. You want to make YouTube videos on it and you think nobody's going to watch? Doesn't matter. If 2 people watch, 2 people are watching. There's 2 people who are enjoying the content. Recently, I went and subscribed to lots of channels that I thought were interesting, regardless of whether their size or how big they were. And there's some brilliant content out there. Unfortunately, due to the YouTube algorithm, it's hard for that to happen. Especially if you're really family friendly, it tends to sort of push your stuff towards kids, or if your stuff is labeled made for kids, it's very unlikely it's going to get pushed forward. But, without just flogging a dead horse, don't be bothered what other people think. Who cares? Everybody's got hobbies and interests. And if you think to yourself, oh, well, my girlfriend will think I'm a loser, or my boyfriend will think I'm a loser, or my non-binary chicken nugget identifying isn't going to like it, that's fine. They're not for you. If it really doesn't matter at this point. I wish I'd have done this earlier, and I didn't. I was busy doing other things. I'm still busy now. I work 7 days a week, so I don't usually have the time to make as many content-related things as I like to. But yeah, definitely, just get on with it. Just buy a cheap set, enjoy it. Even if it's engaging, you want to put on a little piece of wood and you just want to run some trains around. If you're a Thomas the Tank Engine fan, that's another thing. Don't be afraid that you want to run a couple of Thomas and Friends, or you like Thomas and Friends and you're 50, 60, 70 years old. Fine, who cares? People spend thousands and thousands of pounds to dress up like Batman and go see other people who dress up like cats and sit in the sun in a convention centre. These are full-grown adults. Don't be embarrassed that you want to run Percy around in a circle with trucks, or you want to re-narrate something, or you want to make your own scenes, or you want to... No, definitely don't be embarrassed by it. And this is coming from someone who, does the gym thing and goes motor racing and, all these kind of things. And I don't look down on it, and I think it's great. And anybody who does think it's a little bit rubbish, that's up to them. Hobbies, the wonderful thing about hobbies, if you do it in slot cars or Lego, for example, loads of adults love Lego. Or, you're doing trains, which we really think. I've got a friend who's into Warhammer. You can touch it, feel it, smell it, you can paint. There's an endless amount of things you can do with it. Whereas all these people who just spend all their money on Netflix and going to the gym and painting themselves orange, while I respect that, and if that's what you want to do, or, Botox and get yourself a hair transplant, these things don't make memories. You can't touch and feel and hold a subscription to Xbox Live. So think about it. Just get on with it. Doesn't have to be the biggest. It doesn't all have to be new. Don't be pressured into thinking you have to buy brand new stuff. There's a massive array of second-hand dealers, great second-hand dealers, good community people who will be able to get you on the ball rolling. And especially if N-Gauge is too small and 00 is too big, consider the TT120. I've made a video on that. So that's it from me today. I just want to give a little bit of positivity, and I will be back with some. I've got a mountain of stuff I've bought, but because I'm making this video in work, as with my TT120 video, I don't have all the stuff with me to be able to do it. So I just need a little bit of time off from running my business, and I will get back on the content. Massive thanks for all the support to everybody who watches the channel, enjoys the channel. If you're not subscribed, that you don't have to, but it would help me out to know what it is. As for anyone who's offended by anything I make, I do apologize, but it's all in a bit of fun, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Also, don't be afraid to link your channel below if you can, in the description, or let me know if you make content, because I would love to see it, and hopefully I'll see you soon.